as a general girl or any general woman, if you are giving this product, this disposable pad, and आपण हे यूज करतो and it is very convenient, कारण की एकदा यूज केल्यानंतर we just wrap it up and we throw it and we never have to think about it. So it is basically out of sight and out of mind. I think that convenience aspect really stops us from thinking की ह्याचं पुढे काय होतं. So the first pad that the first woman used, the disposable pad, it is still not degraded.
$12.3 billion, I repeat, 12.3 billion disposable sanitary pads make their way into domestic waste every year. They are everywhere. Landfills, water bodies, you name them. They permanently damage and pollute anything they touch, and the numbers are only increasing.
After some research, I got a really shocking number. One woman in her lifetime uses almost 6,000 pads. So we can multiply it with the population, we can start with our family, then we can go to our city, our country, the entire world. So we can imagine the amount of waste this is creating. This pad is made of plastic, it is bleached and it has extremely toxic materials which are terrible for our health. And what's terrible for our health is not going to be great for the environment.
Manufacturers have increased the proportion of plastic and SAPs in single-use sanitary napkins and diapers under the pretext of design. SAPs or super absorbent polymers are the key ingredient in these products, which give them the high moisture holding capacity. This is what we pay for. Super absorbent polymers do not decompose. They disintegrate into micro particles of plastic, which eventually stay in the soil, get suspended in the sea and sink to the bottom of the ocean. To young Avanti, it was important to make the society aware about the danger these pieces of plastics pose. At an age where first-time college-going kids spend their time on social media, parties and games, Avanti has been busy finding solution to this massive problem. Avanti Sathe, through her organization, All for a Smile, has been working for the welfare of women from lower economic backgrounds at Parvati, Pune. Under the guidance of social impact organization EcoFem and her aunt Ulka Kendurkar, Avanti designed cloth pads that are a great sustainable alternative to their toxic cousins.
इकोफेमने आम्हाला ट्रेनिंग दिलं त्याबद्दलचं सगळं की पॅड कसे शिवायचे आणि खूप छान विचार होता. एक खूपच अतिशय उत्तम असं प्रॉडक्ट आपण लोकांपर्यंत पोचवणं गरजेचं होतं. लोकांना माहितीच नाही आहे की आपल्याला पर्याय उपलब्ध आहे म्हणून डोळे मिटून लोक डिस्पोजेबलचा उपयोग करत आहेत. तर त्या विचारातून आम्ही त्याला त्याच्या पुढेही नेलं. आम्ही त्याचं पुढे प्रोडक्शन पण सुरू केलं आणि त्यानंतर NGOच्या थ्रू आम्ही लोकांमध्ये बायकांमध्ये जनजागृतीचं काम पण सुरू केलं.
सो बेसिकली पॅड्स फॉर डॉटर्स आमचा सोशल इम्पॅक्ट प्रोजेक्ट आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये वी ट्राय टू रीच आउट टू द गर्ल्स हू हॅव जस्ट स्टार्टेड मेन्स्ट्रुएटिंग और हॅव बीन मेन्स्ट्रुएटिंग फॉर 2 to 3 years. सो ओव्हर द पिरियड ऑफ 3 months पहिले आम्ही त्यांना सेशन देतो, ह्या प्रोडक्टशी त्यांना फॅमिलियर करतो. त्यानंतर ते जे वापरत आहेत हाऊ इज दॅट नॉट गुड फॉर देम अँड द एन्व्हायरमेंट हे सगळं आम्ही त्यांना सांगतो. अँड आफ्टर दॅट वी गिव्ह देम द पॅड्स बिकॉज आफ्टर 3 months then they are kind of comfortable with it. And not only the product part but also the silence and the shame around menstruation ती पण by all these sessions ती पण फार गेलेली असते. So they are very free to talk about this, so they can readily tell their mothers, their sisters and their friends.
As a young changemaker, Avanti has already set the wheels of change in motion. The impact that she's trying to create is getting bigger with every woman that aligns with her cause. For a country with the highest youth population, we need more and more young change makers to come forward and find solutions to these issues. The country needs our youth to be more vocal about their social, environmental and developmental issues, generate awareness and find solutions to bring about a systemic change. Only this can save our country from the imminent after effects of problems like pollution, population, climate change, etc. Let's be vocal. Let's be conscious. Let's try to embrace one of these problems as our responsibility and make it a purpose to solve it.